morning. Today I am going to discuss the Bessel function. Bessel function is basically the solution of the Bessel differential equation. Many problems involving the vibration or heat conduction in cylindrical region gives rise to the Bessel differential equation. So let us start with the Bessel differential equation. Then we will try to find out the solution of this Bessel differential equation, which is known basically as the Bessel function. The differential equation x square y double dash plus x y dash plus x square minus n square y equal to 0 is known as Bessel's differential equation. This is known as your Bessel differential equation. I have already given you the solution of this Bessel differential equation in my lecture series of series solution. So here I am not giving you the solution, but I am going to write the solution about the first root of the initial equation, which was your r equal to n. So the solution of this differential equation is given by your solution was like m equal to 0 to infinity a m x power m plus r, and your r was plus n or minus n, and at r equal to n we have obtained our solution as y1 equal to a naught x power minus x power n. Then we have in the bracket 1 minus 4 upon n plus 1 x square, then 1 upon 4 into 2 square, 4 into factorial 2 into n plus 1 n plus 2, then we have x power 4. This was the solution about r equal to n. Now if n is not an integer, so if n is not an integer value, then this was your first solution, and if we put r equal to minus n, then we will get the another solution. So let us put a not equal to, if a not equal to 1 upon 2 power n into gamma n plus 1, and if your n is integer, then this gamma n plus 1 is basically factorial n. But here I am not assuming n as integer. If n is not an integer, so your y1 will be a naught. Now put the value of a naught as 1 upon 2 power n. So this is equal to, your y1 is equal to 1 upon 2 power n gamma n plus 1. Then we have x power n. Now in the bracket we have 1 minus 4n plus 1 x square. Then we have plus 1 from 4 into factorial 2 n plus 1 n plus 2. Then we have x power 4 and so on. So this was the solution about, this was your solution about r equal to n. Here we have 4 square. So this was your 4 square. Okay. Now this solution can be written as, we can write this solution as, say, summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1 into x equal to power n plus 2r. This solution can be written as like this, because if you put r equal to 0, then your first term will be factorial 0 is 1, minus 1 to power 0 is 1. So this will be your gamma n plus 1, that is this term, and then we will have x upon 2 power n plus 2. So this is your x upon 2 power, your r is 0, so this will be your x upon 2 power n. So the first term is gamma n plus 1 x upon 2 power n. This is your first term. Now what about the second term? If we put r equal to 1, then we will have minus 1, which is this one. Then we will have factorial 1. Here we will get gamma n plus 1 plus 1. So gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n. So we will get n plus 1 into gamma n plus 1. Now this 2 can be written as, this 4 can be written as 2 square. So here we will have x upon 2 power, here we have x power n, and now here we will get x upon 2 square. So this will be x upon 2 power 2. So we will have x upon 2 power n plus 2. So this is for r equal to 1. So that means we can write this summation, this series as like this. So this is known as this solution. So if this is your y, here I am denoting this one as y1. This solution is known as, Bessel function of first kind. This function is known as Bessel function of first kind and of order n, and it is denoted by, this is your Jn of x. This solution is denoted by Jnx. So therefore your Jnx is equal to r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1 upon x upon 2 power n plus 2r. So this is your Bessel function of first kind and it is of order n. So the Bessel function of first kind of order n is given by this function, which is your Jnx. Now as your n is not integer, so your case 1, when n is not integer. If n is not integer, then our another solution will be, j minus n. So for that, put your n, replace your n by minus n. So we have r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r factorial r gamma minus n plus r plus 1 into x upon 2 power minus n plus 2r. So this is known as your Bessel function of order minus n. This is your Bessel function of first type of order minus n. Hence your general solution will be, your general solution of the Bessel differential equation in this case will be a jm plus b j minus n. So this is the complete solution of the Bessel differential equation, which is your a jn plus b jn minus n, where your jn is the Bessel function of, first kind of order n. Now case 2. That means when n is integer. This was your when n is not integer. Now if your n is integer, then I will put that this j minus n is nothing but it is in power of, it is some function of jm. So when your n is integer, then j minus n will not give you the independent solution. Your j minus n will come in terms of jn. So that means when n is integer, then your j minus n is not an independent solution. So for independent solution, we will find another solution. So when n is integer, in this case, your j minus n will not give an independent solution. let say y equal to ujn is another solution of Bessel differential equation. So let us assume that this is your another solution of Bessel differential equation. Now if it is the solution, then it will satisfy the Bessel differential equation. So as it is a solution of the Bessel differential equation, so it will satisfy this Bessel differential equation. So put your x. Now your y is ujn, so find out y dash. So is another solution of the Bessel differential equation. So from here our y dash will be, so this implies that y dash is equal to, now your y dash will be u dash jn plus u jn dash, and your y double dash will be, your y double dash will be u double dash jn plus we will have u dash 2 times u dash j dash, then we will have u jn double dash. Hence this Bessel differential equation implies, now because y dash and y double dash, since your y is a solution of this Bessel differential equation, so that means it will satisfy this one. So let us put the values of y dash and y double dash in this equation. So we have x square, your y double dash, u double dash jn plus 2u dash jn dash plus u jn double dash plus x y dash u dash jn plus u jn dash. Then we will have x square minus n square, and y is u jn equal to 0. So let us take u common, so we will have x square jn double dash, then here we will have x jn dash. Now if you take u common, then we will have x square minus n square jn. Now the remaining terms, the first one will be your x square u double dash jn, then we will have 2 x square u dash jn dash, then here we will have x u dash and then jn equal to 0. Now as jn is the Bessel function and Bessel function is the solution of the Bessel differential equation, so that means this Bessel function will satisfy the Bessel differential equation. So if you replace your y by jn in Bessel differential equation, then this will be your x square jn double dash plus x jn dash plus x square minus n square jn. So as the Bessel function is the solution of the Bessel differential equation, so this expression will be 0. So this is your 0. Now if it is 0, so we have x square u double dash jn plus 2x square u dash jn dash plus x u dash jn equal to 0. Now let us divide this whole equation by x square u dash jn, dividing this equation by x square u dash jn. This is your jn. Yes, we get, so this will be your just u double dash divided by u dash. Now here we have already divided by x, divided by this equation by x square u dash jn dash jn. So your x square will cancel, u dash is cancelled. So we will have 2 jn dash upon jn. Now here we will have u dash is cancelled, jn is cancelled. So we will have 1 by x. So this is equal to 0. Now this equation can be written as, we can write this equation as d by dx of log u dash plus 2 log jn plus log x equal to 0. Because if you differentiate this log u dash, then this will be your differentiation of log u dash will be 1 upon u dash, and differentiation of u dash will be u double dash. So the first term is u double dash upon u dash. Differentiation of log x will be 1 upon x, and then differentiation of jn will be jn dash. Now on integration we have this is your log u dash. We can write this term as log jn square. Then we will have log x equal to some constant of integration, say log c. So from here we have log u dash jn square x equal to log c. So on taking anti-log we have u dash jn square x equal to c. So from here we have u dash equal to c upon x jn square. Again on integration we get, so if you integrate this equation, then we will get u equal to c, then integration of x jn square, then dx plus some other constant, say d. So this is your u. Now we have the value of u, hence our solution is given by, therefore your y is equal to u times jn. So this is equal to c, and the value of u is c into integration 1 upon x jn square dx plus some another constant d into jn. So this is equal to, let us assume the constant d as a. So this is your a into jn plus b into jn into 1 upon x jn square dx. Let us write this solution as y and x, where your y and x is jn, then integration of 1 upon x jn square dx. This yn is known as Bessel function of second kind or Newman function. So this is known as Bessel function of second kind or Newman function. So this is your Bessel function of second kind. So the solution in this case will be your agn plus byn. So this will be your complete solution in this differential. In this case, the first solution is gn, which we have already got for the first initial root. This was your gn, and the solution for minus n is not giving you independent solution. So the second solution in this case, when your n is integer, will be your yn. So this is your gn, and then integration of 1 upon x jn square dx. Now we will prove the recurrence relation of the Bessel function. Recurrence relation. Recurrence relation are very important for Bessel function, because with the help of these recurrence relation we can solve many problems. So the first recurrence relation is x jn dash is equal to n jn minus x jn plus 1. Then we have x jn dash equal to minus n jn plus x jn minus 1. Then the third property is, let us add these two equations. So if you add these two equations, then your jn dash will be 1 by 2 jn minus 1 minus jn plus 1. Let us subtract these two equations. So if you subtract equation 2 by equation number 1, then this left hand side will be 0. Here we will get 2 and jn. So then this will be a minus. So here we will have our jn plus 1 equal to 2n upon x jn minus 1. So this can be obtained by adding these two equations. This can be obtained by subtracting these two equations. So this equation minus this equation will give you 2njn minus this. So we can write this one. So this will be your plus 2n. So this is your that term, and this is your minus. And if you take this term in the left hand side, then we will get jn plus 1 equal to 2n upon x jn minus 1. Again, this formula is very important because this is your reduction formula. That means we can get the value of J2 if we put n equal to 1. So from this formula we can get the value of J2 in terms of J1 and J0. So this is your reduction. Similarly, we can get the value of J3 in terms of J0 and J1. We can get the value of J4 in terms of J0 and J1, and so on. Then the fifth property is the differentiation of x power n into Jn. And this is the differentiation of x power n Jn is equal to x power n into Jn minus 1. Then the sixth property is differentiation of x power minus n into Jn. So this is your minus x power minus n, then we have Jn plus 1. Okay, so we have these 6 recurrence relations. I am going to prove the first and second one because the third is the addition, fourth is the subtraction, and fifth and sixth involve the use of 1 and 2. So proof of the first part. Let us use the definition. We know that your Jn equal to summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1 into x 1 to power n plus 2r. So this is your definition of the Bessel function of first kind. Okay. Now let us differentiate this equation because we need Jn dash. So here I am differentiating this equation. So differentiating, we get Jn dash equal to r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1. Then we will have the differentiation as n plus 2 plus r. Then here we will have x equal to power n plus 2 r minus 1. Then we have the differentiation of the bracket as 1 by 2. Okay. Now in the left hand side we need your x into jn dash. So multiply this equation by x. So if we multiply this equation by x, then we will get x jn is equal to r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r. Then we will have factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1. Then we have n plus 2r. Now if we multiply this equation by x, then this will be your x.2. So this is your x.2 and this is your x.2 power n plus 2r minus 1. So this will become your x.2 power n plus 2r. Okay. Now let us break this summation in two parts. One is n into this rest term, then 2r into the remaining terms. So the n times, say this whole summation is a. So the first term will be a into n and the second term will be 2r into a. So this is equal to, we can write this as r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r into n divided by factorial r into gamma n plus r plus 1, then x 1 to power n plus 2r. Then the second term will be your 2r times the remaining terms. So this will be your r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r into 2r divided by factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1. Then we will have x.2 power n plus 2r. Okay. Let us take this n outside. Then the bracket is summation r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r factorial r gamma n plus r plus 1 into x.2 power n plus 2r, which is your Jl. So this bracket is Jl. Now let us take r common from this factorial. So the bracket will be r minus 1 factorial. So this r is cancelled with this one. As we need x outside, so here I am multiplying this term by x and let us divide this term by x. So this is equal to, so here we have r equal to 0 to infinity. This is the proof of first part, and this is your n into, let us take n common, then the rest bracket is jn. So we have this one as n into jn. Then in the second term, let us divide this, let us take this r common, so we will have r minus 1 factorial, so this r is cancelled, and I am multiplying this equation by x because we need x, so we have x, then r equal to 0 to infinity, minus 1 to power r, then now this is your r minus 1 factorial, then we will have gamma n plus r plus 1, then we will have x upon 2 power n plus 2r. Now we have to divide by 1x, and here we have 2. So this is your basically 2 upon x. 2 upon x can be written as 1 upon x upon 2. And if you take this x upon 2 in the power, then this will be your n upon 2 r minus 1. So this is again x upon 2 power n plus 2 r minus 1. Because we have to divide this expression by x. So here in the denominator we will get x. Here we have 2. If you take this 2 outside, then we will get x upon 2. So on taking this term in the numerator, we will get minus 1. Okay. Now let us replace our summation. Let us replace our r minus 1 by s, because ultimately we need the factorial r. So for that, let r minus 1 equal to s. So our r will be s plus 1, and now the summation will move from, if you put r equal to 0, then the summation will start from r s equal to minus 1 to infinity. So this is equal to n into gn. Then we have x sin x. Now here our summation will start from minus 1 to infinity, then minus 1 to power r is your s plus 1, r minus 1 factorial will be s factorial. Then if you put the value of r as s plus 1, then we will have n plus s plus 1 plus 1. Then in the bracket we will have x upon 2. Your r is s plus 1, so this will be a 2s plus 2 minus 1. So we will have n plus 2s plus 1. So now if you put s equal to minus 1, then this will be your minus 1 factorial, and we know that factorial is not defined for the negative number. So your minus 1 factorial will be infinity, and your 1 upon infinity is 0. So the value of this term corresponding to s equal to minus 1 is basically 0. So our first term will start from 0, because the value at minus 1 is 0. So let us write this term from 0. So we have, now this can be written as minus 1 to power s into minus 1. So we have minus x here. Then our summation will start from 0. Now here we will have minus 1 to power s, then factorial s. Now this can be written as gamma n plus 1 plus s plus 1, then x upon 2 power n plus 2s plus 1, or n plus 1 plus 2s. Now if you compare this expression with this definition, then you can see that now in place of n we are getting n plus 1. Your summation is in terms of s, and at n now we have n plus 1. So that means this is your gn plus 1. So this is the proof of the first part. That means your x gn is equal to n gn minus x gn plus 1. Now let us prove the second part. So proof of the second part. For the second part, we have these terms common, because in the second part again we need x into gn dash. So up to this term everything is common. So this is your x gn dash. Now here you can see that we need minus n into jn. So as we need minus n into jn, so let us write this n plus 2r is minus n plus 2n plus 2r, and here we will have factorial n into gamma n plus r plus 1, then we will have x upon 2 power n plus 2r. Now again break this summation in two parts. So the first term will be minus 1 to power r. So the first term will be minus n into r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r. Then we will have n, minus sign is outside. So here we will have factorial r, gamma n plus r plus 1 into x upon 2 power n plus 2r. Okay. Then the second term will be r equal to 0 to infinity minus 1 to power r. Then we will have 2n plus 2r. So if we take 2 outside, then we will have factorial r, gamma n plus r plus 1 x upon 2 power n plus 2r. Now again multiply this expression by x and divide by x. So here we will have 2 upon x, and this 2 upon x can be written in the power as minus 1. Now the first term is, if you take this n outside, then this bracket is jn. So we have jn. Now gamma n plus 1 can be written as n gamma n. So the second term is minus 1 to power r. Now this gamma n plus 1 is n gamma n. So this n plus r will get cancelled. So we have factorial r, then this will be gamma n plus r. Then here we have x upon 2 power n plus 2r minus 1. So this is your minus 1 to power r, factorial r. Now we can write this term as minus n, n minus 1 plus r plus 1 into x upon 2 power n minus 1 plus 2r. So this is equal to minus n gn. Now this will be your x into gn minus 1, and this is the proof of second part. So this is your second part. Now the third part is the addition of first two, fourth is the subtraction of the first two. So let us start the fifth part. So the fifth part is d by dx. Let us start with its left hand side. So this is your d by dx of x power n into jn. So it is equal to, so differentiation of x power n into x power n minus 1 into jn. Then we will have x power n into jn dash. Now this can be written as x power n minus 1 into jn plus x power n minus 1 into x jn dash. Now we can substitute the value of x jn dash either from equation number 1 or 2 depending on your proof. So let us put the value of x jn dash from equation number 2. So if you put the value of x jn dash from 2, then we will have x n minus 1, then this will be your minus n gn plus x jn minus 1. So this is equal to, now you consider this term will get cancelled with this one. So we have x power n into gn minus 1. Then the proof of the sixth part, let us take the left hand side. So we have d by dx of x power minus n into jn. So this is equal to minus n, x power minus n minus 1 into jn. Then we will have x power minus n into jn dash. Now again we can write it as minus n into x power minus n minus 1 plus x power minus n minus 1 into x jn dash. Now again use the first part. So if we apply the first part, so we will get this one equal to, so if you take this, if you put the value of x jn dash equal to n gn, then you consider now this term will get cancelled and we will have minus x power minus n into j n plus 1. So this is the your sixth part.